trying to open Wairau. So, but this one will be special.
Does the building now comply with the current building standards? Has it changed
absolutely.
during the last 4 years? Has standards changed?
Not that I'm aware of, and certainly no. We got a building consent just before Christmas, so we clearly have to comply with it, whatever standards are applying at the time.
Has the area got enough staff? Are you going to have to pull some checkout chicks in from Hamilton or somewhere?
No, I think we're pretty confident. All our stores are individually owned and operated, so Quinton Proctor is the owner of this store, but I understand he is being very pleased with both the number and the calibre of staff that are applying for jobs.
There's some talk about how much that's going to do for the economy of the area, but most will be on the minimum working wage, won't they? $12.50
there'll be a range. I mean, again, I'm not the employer, Quinton is, so he will make his own arrangements with staff, but there'll be a range of jobs available and a range of remunerations available.
So is there still going to be a two appliance Takapuna station and a North Shore Fire District headquarters on the site?
No, there won't. Unfortunately, because of the delays, the fire service have made other arrangements. I understand they have another site in Wairau Road.
Oh, okay. So that leaves you with more property to play with there?
Yeah, we've got some surplus land on the site that we'll work out what to do with in due course.
Okay. You'll possibly sublease to another retail outfit?
We haven't really considered that at the moment. Whatever would happen would have to be subject to a separate resource consent anyway.
What do you expect is going to change about that area there when the supermarket opens? Because there's some fruiterers in the area now that have, I guess, enjoyed this this period of lapse of supermarket. I mean, what happens to an area when a large
I
Pack and Save moves in?
I think what happens is it increases the traffic, the foot count and things like that. It gives the area another vibrancy. I know Andrew Williams, the Mayor of the North Shore, has been very keen on that because he sees it as the catalyst to rejuvenate the whole Wairau Valley. So while we will obviously be one of the largest retailers, probably the largest retailer, what tends to happen is you get supporting activity coming in and you get a whole rejuvenation of the area.
Okay. Will you be making a submission to the Resource Management Amendment Bill?
Through our national company, Foodstuffs New Zealand, yes we will.
Yeah. So will you be having input into that? And will you be drawing on this experience?
Oh, absolutely, and a lot of other experiences we've had. We'll use our legal advisors to help us with that submission because clearly we have an interest in getting the Act right and working with government, but the changes that have announced to date are pretty positive.
In a nutshell, what would you see? What would you like to see changed from this experience?
I think the opportunity for a competitor to obstruct simply to delay has been incredibly frustrating, and that's what we would ideally like to see stopped.
Couldn't a judge, and this is something I can't quite understand, couldn't a judge at any point in this process have been brought in and said, you've got to stop. You're vexatious and anti-competitive, and that's all you're about. Get out.
The courts, I understand, are very reluctant to call actions vexatious. It's a pretty high hurdle to get to that point.
Yeah, I have trouble saying it.
And I think as I understand it, there's very few litigants have been described as vexatious over the years, and they're really ones who have repeat ones. I think that Justice Venning's decision, Justice Thompson's decision in the Environment Court are very, very strong decisions. We've read them, and they clearly see through the argument and believe that it is purely. In fact, I think Justice Thompson in the Environment Court decision says that the economists were united in their view that it was good for the community. Probably the only person who wasn't good was the competitor. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but it was words essentially to that effect. So he saw the argument for what it was.
Where to next for you guys? You're setting up more? Auckland's still growing, I guess.
Oh yeah, we've got other sites. We have a new world opening in New Lynn, not very far from here, in September. We have a new store in Morrinsville that's under construction, and we have several other sites that are either being consented or about to start. For example, we are also held up in Te Awa Mutu for establishing a Pack and Save Te Awa Mutu, where it is currently in an appeal period trying to go to the Court of Appeal.
Okay. So, and once Pack and Save opens in Wairau Valley, will you be rebranding some of the supermarkets in the area? Quite often that has a kick-on effect with your other places.
I mean, we are very comfortable with the stores that we've got on the North Shore. We've got a very large pack and save at Albany, the largest turnover sales supermarket in New Zealand.
Because people have been driving from Takapuna to go
Correct.
to it out of protest,
Correct.
haven't they?
But we won't be making any subsequent changes.
All right, very good. Well, thanks very much for chatting with us, Tony.
Okay, no problem.
Alrighty, that's Scrutiny for this time. If you wish to contact us, you can email info@tritv.co.nz. Until next time, keep yourself safe.